Hakuna Matata, everyone. What I'm going to be doing is giving you my honest opinion on how I see the tier 1 heroes. How I'm going to do that is first ranking up the spells, then going into the hero stats and ranking them, and hopefully come to objective results of how the heroes rank together. So let's start with the spells ranking. Coming in S tier, we have the Batrider skill, Sticky Napalm. This skill does 20 damage on hit and stacks for 10 times, meaning you can hit for 200 damage a hit. This is insane. It's the highest damage you can do in the early game, and that makes Batrider a pretty strong unit. So the second skill is Anti-Mage's Mana Break. Or mana burn. What it allows him to do is basically burns the target mana and deal half the value as damage, as on-hit damage. This is actually really strong. Imagine it hitting a key target like Kunkka or even Tiny, Tide Hunter, and completely disabling their ability to put out spells. The third ability in S tier is Toss. This is Tiny's ability. It's an area of effect stun, and it deals 100 damage to every unit hit. It targets the back row, meaning you are stunning high value targets like hunters and mages. So in my opinion, it is one of the strongest spells. Coming in A tier, we have the Tinker's spell, which is Missile Assault, and Enchantress's Heal. These spells are in A tier because they are above average, meaning you can cast them, meaning your heroes can cast them reliably. You can get the outcome reliably, which is straight up damage in your face and heals for days for your allies. Enchantress's heal can be underrated sometimes, but believe me, it can save so many rounds. Coming in B tier are the average spells. These spells are some spells that have randomness into it and do not fit in all situations. Draw Ranger's passive ability in the early game is not that good. You can make a point for it in the late game, but in the late game you have better unit choices, so we are only looking into the early game. Tusk's spell, yeah, it can be good, but it's not targeting and stunning valuable targets. It's only going to be affecting enemies' tanks. Same for Assault Battery. There's a case to be made for Shuriken, only it costs 100 mana, and in order to do that you need to be targeted, and Bounty Hunter is rarely targeted in the early phases of the round. Bloodseeker's Blood Rage is a substantial attack speed buff, but I feel that it has a lot of drawbacks, and in the meta where tanks, knights, and warriors are really dominant, I don't see Bloodseeker getting advantage of it. Coming in C tier are the random spells. These spells are have random targets. Hex, Shadow Shaman can hex anyone in the board. He can hex a useless enemy. Same for Shadow Word and Bloodlust. Ogre Magi can be giving attack speed to a unit that is close to dying. This is mainly why they are in C tier. Coming in D tier is the Berserker Call. Although it gives a lot of armor, I don't respect it enough. So let's jump to the hero stats. This is an Excel sheet I made. The red color is for the below average damage. Below average damage, yellow is for average, and green is for above average. There's a mention to be said for Anti-Mage. Even though it states that his attack damage is 45, keep in mind that his on-hit effect deals an additional 15 damage. So for the stats ranking, we have I decided to put Anti-Mage on S tier because he has insane stats, magic resist. He does have a bit below average HP. 75 HP is really underwhelming compared to other stats. He has really good attack damage, insane attack speed, and that makes him go to S tier. In A tier, we have the The above average units, Bounty Hunter has the most attack speed out of all of them, 1 per second. Clockwork has decent HP, Enchantress decent above average damage, Ogre Magi above average damage, and insane HP, Tiny insane damage, and Tusk has decent stats overall. B is your average stats. Batrider, Bloodseeker, Axe, and Tinker. Tinker could be in C tier, although his 10 armor saved him. I think it's super valuable. Coming in C tier is Draw Ranger. She doesn't have good stats, to be honest. Low attack, decent attack speed, but really, really low HP. And in D tier, we have the underdogs, Warlock and Shadow Shaman. They have horrible stats, and especially Warlock with his 0 armor. He's like super, super squishy. And let's jump to the overall ranking. In S tier, we have Anti-Mage, Tiny, and Batrider. These guys have insane stats, and mainly Anti-Mage and Tiny, and Batrider, his skill makes him instantly S tier. In A tier, we have Tinker, Enchantress, and Tusk. These guys have decent stats, and also provide you with some useful spells that can turn the round into your favor. B tier, we have your average overall units, Axe, Ogre Magi, and Clockwork. C is your below average units. We have Draw Rangers. Draw Ranger, although Bounty Hunter can make it to B tier, it's just that I don't value his spell as much. If it was a lower cost, he would be in B tier or above. Bloodseeker is also in C tier. I find that he needs to be a level 2 in order to compete with level 1s. So that's already horrible. And indeed, the underdogs, Warlock and Shadow Shaman. So that is it, guys, for this video. I hope you liked it. If there is something you don't agree on, please leave it in the comments below. I would really want to know your opinions about this tier list. And yeah, leave a like if you liked the video, leave a dislike if you didn't, and I will see you guys next time.